Some people believe that repeated forgiveness removed the consequences of breaking trust after several chances of same behavior continued without lasting change. Many hope this time both people would learn an important lesson from the experience.
What's up? What you want? What my door for?
Why you acting like that?
I'm not acting no way. What's good?
Why you acting like that though?
Why you here?
I just want to talk.
We don't. I didn't ask you to come in though.
I can't come in your house now.
Come in for what? We've been split up for the past 3 months. What you need to come in for?
I just want to talk to you.
All right, we talking right here. What's good?
So I can't come in your house
Come
now?
in for what? We right here.
I'm just trying to see
Again,
your crib.
you're doing too
Come
much.
on.
What's up,
like,
man?
You can't forgive
What's
me.
up, man?
I said I'm sorry.
Junior with my mom right now, so if you come to get him,
sorry.
he not here.
I know he's not here. You already told me that. I said I'm sorry 1,001 times. How much times do I literally beg and plead for you to?
How many times you gonna cheat on me? How about that?
It was only 3 times.
What you mean only 3 times? I've been nothing but a great guy to you. Like I've literally been nothing but a
But
great
in the
guy.
beginning of our relationship, you cheated first.
Okay.
No, I lied.
Okay,
No,
listen,
you did.
Listen, I understand that, and I corrected myself.
Okay.
I corrected myself for the past 3 years. I've been nothing but a great guy to you. Nothing but a great guy. You
And
continuously
when you cheated on me,
hold
I was
on,
being
but
nothing
you
but a great woman to you.
continuously cheat on me after I've taken you back, and back again. I'm basically raising our son alone.
I had to cheat just in case. So let me tell you. Let me explain this to you. I had to cheat just in case because when you cheated on me the first time, you had one up on me. I wasn't gonna allow that.
You sound like a kid right now. You want some kid right now? Like all this shit you saying is on some childish. I'm just telling you it's not happening.
But I literally said I'm sorry. Like,
well, look, I don't matter
we
if
can
you're
have
sorry.
our family back together. You sitting here like doing this co-parenting stuff with random girls in your house every day, and
First off, there's no random girls in my house.
It is.
I don't even be having different girls
I
around
was seeing
Junior
you on live.
purposely. It don't listen. At the end of the day, I'm not taking you back. You done cheated on me about 3, 4 times. And once with one of my friends, and you think I'm about to be taking you back for what?
Please.
I'm not one of these dudes out here that's. I'm not doing that. We done tried it already. We done tried it already.
Okay, we had a break. Now we can try again. Like,
no, you don't. You partner. Why would I go back to you? I'm just saying. Why would I?
Because I'm actually a good woman. You
you
cheated
a good
on me.
woman.
You broke my heart the first time.
Bro. Bro. No, come on. Stop lying, bro. You always want to lie. It's not happening. I don't care if you. What's so funny? There's nothing's funny about this though.
Because you're doing the most for nothing.
I don't care if you want your family back. I'm good being single.
I just want us to be together. That's it. I want me, you, and Junior to just be together.
It ain't happening. So
come on, you know.
Come on. You're doing too much right now. You're doing way too much.
You miss me, though.
I'm good though. Watch out.
No, but you know you miss me.
I don't though. Like, yo, come on, man. What
no,
you like, man?
Look at you grabbing my neck.
Come on, man. Stop.
You know you miss me. You got a girlfriend?
Look, man. Can you just leave?
No, just close the door.
Can you leave,
man?
Can
you just close the door?
Hey, look, man. Come on.
Right.
No, come on, man. You gotta leave.
Come on.
You gotta leave. No. We're not here at all. You gotta leave.
Right, and Junior not here?
Come on, man. Please.
No.
You're doing too much. I need you to leave my house.
Take me back.
I'm not taking you back.
I'm not leaving.
But what you willing to do for me to take you back?
Come
man,
see.
just leave, man.
Come
you
see
know
about me.
I'm in a relationship. You know that.
A relationship?
Come on, man. Come on. Yo, come on. Yo, come on. Shaniqua, I'm not doing all that. Listen. Come on. You know I got a girlfriend. Come on with that.
You will be welcome back here.
No, I'm trying to get you out my house. And look, you know I got cameras, so my camera is seeing all this shit. You're doing too much.
Some people believe that repeated forgiveness removed the consequences of breaking trust after several chances of same behavior continued without lasting change. Many hope this time both people would learn an important lesson from the experience.
I really like him.
So you're wet right now.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I've never gotten like rejected like how this guy rejected me tonight.
Name?
Neon.
Hold on.
Some people believe that if she truly cared, she would have paid more attention to the small details. Her behavior and overall attitude raise concerns for many viewers. To them, these actions appear to be early warning signs in the relationship.
Supervisor.
I need security.
Is that what?
I need security.
For what?
For me.
Are you famous?
Yeah, kinda. No, I am.
What do you do?
I stream.
What's
on
your
Twitch.
What's your streaming?
It's like me and my twin straight here.
You got your
So like
twins?
yeah, like
Oh,
we're
okay.
gonna
God bless
like
you guys.
find you.
Find me?
Yeah, like to hire you.
I don't need to be hired. I'm good where I'm at.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay. We got ego. $100,000 an hour. Oh,
Many people were left wondering what outcome she expected from her actions. Her approach came across as confusing and failed to create a positive impression. In the end, many viewers felt he made the right decision.
Walking away.
To take me on a date for 2 years. He didn't plan not even one.
Take what? Wait,
Date
hold on.
me, win me over again. I want you to win me over again. Take me on a date, plan a date.
Wait.
This is when I was with my ex-husband.
Yeah. No, I understand that. You told your ex-husband in an effort to make it work. You said what?
Can you plan a date for us? I want you to take me on a date.
But you said win me over again.
Yes, I said I want you to win me over again because it was
He's your
already.
husband. Why would
it
he?
was already. I want you. Let's start over. How did we fall in love? Let's do it again.
And so
Let's spend time together again.
And so you asked him to take you out on dates, and he refused.
Yeah, I said, just plan something. Buy me flowers on a random Tuesday, just because you're thinking about me. It could be a flower off the side
he should
of the
buy you
road.
flowers.
I wanted him to do something for me, that he loved me.
Was he depressed?
I think so.
But was he just moping around the house? Was like he out of work, or was he working?
He was working, and then he was out of work for a vast majority of 2024, which is where I said, okay, well, he's not working anymore. So maybe now his job is going to be, I'm going to pay attention to my wife here. And
Well, was there like a couple clarifying?
Many viewers felt she overlooked the commitment he had already shown in the marriage. Instead of offering support, she expected him to prove himself again while ignoring the challenges he was facing. Critics believe that approach could place even
Permanent decisions need to really be thought out. Like, really thought out before they're done. Just watch this and let me know what you think. This is hilarious.
Yes. Okay, let's call Mike. You guys met on a dating app, and you went out. You had a great date, had some drinks. Drinks turned into dinner. That turned into more drinks. That turned into going back to his place. And you were happy with all of it, except you have not heard from this guy, and he hasn't responded to you since the date, and you want to know why.
Exactly right, yeah.
Let's call him now. Good luck, Jenny.
Thank you.
Hello? Hi, is this Mike?
Yeah, this is Mike.
Hey, Mike, good morning. My name is Fred. I'm calling from the Fred Show. We're calling on behalf of a woman who says she met you on one of the dating apps. I think it was Bumble. Her name is Jenny, and you guys went out. Do you remember Jenny?
Oh, yeah. I remember Jenny.
You remember Jenny. Okay. So what's going on with her? Because she called us and had a lot of nice things to say about you and the date, thought everything went well. She thought it was a success. And says that she's reached out to you. You haven't responded. She hasn't heard from you. She feels like she's being ghosted. So what's going on?
It's all right. Well, Jenny.
You wound up back at your place, and she said that she stayed the night. That's what she said.
Okay. All right. Well, I didn't. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't want to say anything if she didn't. But yeah. That's so. Obviously, the date went well. Got back to my place. We had a really nice night. But when we were naked, I noticed she had a tattoo on her abdomen.
Okay.
Say that. It was some words and what looked like an arrow, but like in the dark, it was kind of, at night I couldn't really make it out. It was, in the morning, it was real clear. It said Adam's cat with an arrow pointed down to.
You remember Jenny? Okay. So what's going on with her? Because she called us and had a lot of nice things to say about you and the date. Thought everything went well. She thought it was a success. And says that she's reached out
online.
The wrong way now.
Okay.
But my question is, why do men lie so much? I mean, y'all know I ain't lying.
Okay, you want the truth? This is why men lie. Because we are afraid of your reaction to the truth.
Yes, me or no? That's just all we want to know. Is it a no? Is it a no? Is it a no? Like, we don't want people, I don't want the extra. We just want to get straight to the chase. Is it a no? You'd rather drink than kiss me. Is that what you're telling me? You'd rather drink Boone's Farm, Mad Dog 2020.
MD 2020 in the building!
Many viewers felt she misunderstood the situation and expected a response that was not returned. Her reaction suggested she was surprised by his decision to keep his distance. Some believed he simply chose the approach that felt right for him.
Y'all see this on camera? I'm trying to leave out the door, get away from the situation, and make things better for me. So when the police get here, you will see, because I'm gonna have to remove her from me physically. Trying to be polite and just walk out, but she won't get off. Can you please get off of me?
Okay, I'm asking you to sit down.
Can you please get off of me?
Gary, please don't put your hands. I'm begging you, please sit down, Gary. Please don't leave me. Please.
You see this, right?
Gary,
You see this?
please,
I'm
stop.
trying to go.
Please.
I'm trying to go.
Look at me.
I don't want to be with you.
I will give you whatever.
I don't want nothing from you. I want to be away from you.
Many people felt the apology came after the damage had already been done. They believed trust had been broken long before the promises were made. In their view, important decisions should have come before betrayal, not after it.
Hi, Jason. It's me. I haven't seen you. Well, the last time that I saw you, you were making out with that girl in the car. When we were still together. But anyways, I just wanted you to know, I miss you, Jason. You're the love of my life. You have been for a decade. And I know you cheated on me a lot, okay? And I told you that I didn't like it. And I don't. But I'm willing to put up with anything, Jason, if you just take me back. Because you left me in such a hurry for that girl in the car that you were making out with that one time a year ago. Oh, God, the memory of it all. But I can get over all that, Jason. And I cook and I clean and just remember all the things I do for you, okay? And the thing is I don't know why you left, okay? Oh, anyway, I miss you, Jason. So call me. I'll be waiting by the phone for you for nights and weeks and months. And maybe a year more. I can do that, maybe. I love you. All right. Talk to you later. Please call me.
Many viewers were surprised by her decision and felt it could create challenges in future relationships. They believe choices like this deserve careful thought before becoming permanent. The situation sparked plenty of
It's embarrassing and I think it's stupid, but I don't think it's embarrassing or stupid to cry over the man that you were in love with. And I want to do nothing but good by that man. I have done shit in the past that I'm so ashamed of and embarrassed, and it's come back around and it's costing me my relationship. It's putting a strain on my relationship, on a relationship that I care more about than anything else. I would sacrifice most of the things that I have in this life for the love that this man gives me. And I'm so sorry to him that I'm having to put him through this. And I don't want to. I just want to be all for him. I have eyes for just that man that no one else, no other man exists to me. I have flipped. I'm willing to change everything for that man. I've flipped my whole life 180 because I want to be the woman that he wants me to be. Essentially, the reason I'm even posting this is because I've publicly embarrassed the man that I love. I've publicly embarrassed him. I've hurt his pride. So
Many viewers felt she misunderstood the situation and expected a response that was not returned. Her reaction suggested she was surprised by his decision to keep his distance. Some believed he simply chose the approach that felt right for him.
You wanted to get a divorce. When I brought it up, you didn't even fight me on it. You didn't fight me at all through the process. And now that we're like a week away from it being finalized, now you're getting cold feet and you want to change. Why? Because nobody's messaging isn't greener on the other side.
Maybe give it some consideration. We can talk about it, I guess, another day after you let it marinate a little.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe, but you really have to work super fucking hard, and it's not going to start now. It's a lot to process, and I really don't.
Well, I'll at least accept a maybe, but. Do you want to have dinner together tonight or something?
No, what did I just tell you? I don't want to start it right now. I need time to think about this. I was completely dead set on getting a divorce and moving on with my life and hope to meet somebody down the line that is never going to cheat on me.
We can just have dinner as healthy co-parents tonight.
Not tonight, no. Because you're probably just going to start trying to shove this idea down my throat and just try to manipulate me. into just accepting this, and then the next year you're going to ask to sleep over, and then the next you're going to ask to no, we're not going to do it that way. If you keep pushing it on me, then no, I'm going to sign those papers and it's going to be done.
Many people felt the apology came after the damage had already been done. They believed trust had been broken long before the promises were made. In their view, important decisions should have come before betrayal, not after it.
What are you doing here?
Finally, bro, why you take so
What do you
long?
mean finally? No. Where do you think you're going?
Inside.
This is not your place anymore.
Aiden, I got evicted.
I don't give a fuck.
I texted you, I called you, you didn't answer,
because
so
we're
I
done.
brought my shit.
We're done. We broke up.
And?
What the fuck? You left me for some dude you met on Tinder. Are you kidding me? You had a whole ass Tinder profile.
Aiden, can you suck it up and be a man?
Are you
want me to
kidding
go
me?
sleep on the street or something?
Bro,
I have all my shit here already. Come on.
I don't give
Move
a
over.
fuck. No,
Aiden,
you're not coming
take your foot off the door.
No, I'm not taking it off the door. You
Come
need
on,
to
help
leave.
me. This is heavy. Come on.
Bro, you need to leave, right now. I'm not taking
fuck?
you. I'm not taking you back.
What the fuck?
Are you really that delusional?
How is this being delusional? You want me to be on the street? I know you love me.
What?
I know you love me.
Oh, hell no.
Many viewers felt her comments showed little understanding of how her actions affected others. Some believed her own words suggested she recognized the pain she had caused. Critics felt this made the situation even more concerning.
Me for an alpha male. Now she wants me back. Oh, I guess he's way too busy flexing his big muscles to pay attention to you, huh,
Is he
babe?
just too alpha for you?
Yeah.
Can handle all that heat? I had been with my ex for 7 years, married for 5. It felt like love at first sight, and everything felt so natural when we met. After about 2 years of dating, we decided to tie the knot. After things went back to normal, my wife told me she doesn't want to be one of those women who loses their passion after settling down. So she went back to finish law school and take her bar. Of course, I wholeheartedly supported her, and we tried to make it work. After she passed, she immediately got hired at a firm downtown through the help of her friend Dumbo, 33 female. This is where the problems started. From the get-go, my wife began making good money. Good enough that she told me to quit my job and take care of our son full-time as she wouldn't have the time. I said no. I love my job. Cooking was my passion and even worked my way up to full-fledged chef. My biggest regret in our marriage had to have been her talking me into leaving, but I did and became a stay-at-home dad. Slowly, our married life began deteriorating as she started to pull away. She'd work long hours and barely spend any time with us. She'd go out drinking to network with her work colleagues on the weekends, sometimes even going out of town. At home, she'd always just be pissy with me. It's like her personality did a complete 180. This wasn't the sweet, nurturing girl I fell in love with all those years ago. Our intimacy became almost non-existent. She told me how much she misses me and how she took me and all I did for her for granted. For example, I always made her lunches in the morning, made sure she's up to date with her pills, and so on. She misses those little things. I admit to telling her that I missed her too, and I know our son does for sure, but she did make every decision herself. And what if things worked out with the other guy? I'm not some consolation prize she can come running back to. She cried and told me that she wanted me back a week after she left, but was too prideful to call.
Don't care.
I firmly told her no.
Many viewers felt her behavior raised serious concerns and left a negative impression. Some believe her actions showed poor judgment and created unnecessary drama. Share your thoughts in the comments about how you see the situation.
Carlito, 26.
All right, Carlito, why did you end up popping your balloon?
She ain't mentioned nothing about faith. That's what she looking for. That's what I'm looking for. That's a real priority for me.
Let's see here. So now, is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
Okay. And is faith something that's important in your life?
No, I'm not religious, but respect it. Ooh, yeah, valid. Damn, yeah, cool.
Thank you.
For sure.
Yeah, let's go here. Your name and age.
Joel, 25.
Joel, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Well, you said you don't believe in any faith at all. I'm not gonna say I'm like the most faithful person, but I do still believe to some degree. So I think there has to be at least some degree there.